Hello and welcome to Warhammer Joey. This is episode 31 and today's episode is a little bit about Wood Elves, my new army list, and what I've been doing recently. So as you can see, I've been painting today. I've got quite a Technicolor Dryad army. So firstly I'll talk you through a little bit about Wood Elves and what they play like competitively from what I know and have seen. I think in total I've seen maybe 2 armies out of the 2 tournaments that I've been to that have been Wood Elves, and they are predominantly used with Wild Riders and a lot of archers because that's their strength. They have long range bows and within 15 inches they have stronger attacks. The army I have chosen has no archers at all and 10 elves in total. 11 if you include the Spellweaver or Glamourweave. So my list is Drycha based, which means she's a bit of a cow and she doesn't like the elves. She only wants forest spirits, which is fine, no judgment, but it makes it a bit irritating when you know, I can't use some of the archers, but I do really like that Dryad as a core unit have 2 attacks each, strength 4 and toughness 4, 1 wound, but they're pretty good for core. But the problem with Wood Elves is that they are very expensive point wise, and it's difficult to slot everything together. Drycha, for example, I think is 355 points, and that's pretty expensive. Yeah, 355. That's quite expensive considering the damage that would be taken if she dies, if she is targeted. Pretty crap. So the list that I have got so far, and I've changed it around, I'm going to be trying to practice with this a little bit more to be tournament ready, to see if it works, to see if I like how it plays. If not, I can tinker and change it around, but since I have Drycha, I'd really like to use her. So Lords, I have Drycha, 355 points. What she can do is she's immune to psychology, no fear tests, la da la. 2 free dispel dice, Eternal Rage, 2 bound tree singing, unlimited Moonstone. Moonstone is sneaky. On you can basically use a Moonstone and pop from, if you're inside a wood, to another wood on the table. Just whoop. Good, awesome. And what she can do is summon other units out of the trees, so I don't have to deploy all of my army. They can just pop out in the next turn. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. That noise, they'll make that noise when they come out the trees. That's pretty cool. If she's destroyed, that can't happen, so I have like nothing on the table. I have a Spellweaver. I don't have a Dispel Spell because I have to make her a Glamourweave to fit in with the Forest Spirit, so that's a bummer. I rely on that quite heavily, but I'm going to take Law of Life because it's amazing and it will help. If I am in a sticky situation, I really need the Law attribute to give some extra wounds back. Throne of Vines is brilliant. I have done the Law of Life before in my Law videos, and that's quite a good one. Heroes, I have a Shooty Branchwraith. Yay, 1 archer with Cluster of Radiants and a Pagent of Shrieks. And then I have a Annoying Branchwraith, which I called it. It has Annoyance of Netlings, which means you can only hit on 6s. It's good for a challenge, and Lamentation of Despairs. Good if it works, crap if it doesn't. Then I have my core. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of 9 Dryads. That's a lot of Dryads! 6 Treekin. I initially had 2 Treekin. Now I have 6 Treekin and 2 lots of 5 Wild Riders. The reason that this is different is because if Blood and Glory comes up, I have no banners. Trees can't hold banners. Which is a shame. So yeah, I had to take out 6 and have 5 Wilders, 5 Wild Riders and 1 Treeman, Morgan Treeman in the fight. I could have taken 2 Treemen, but I prefer the Branchwraiths in this circumstance because I think it's better to not have 285 points, which is what the Treeman is worth. You know, if they get taken out, which is fairly easy to do with Iron Blasters and cannons and stuff, it's gonna really hurt my heart. So there's my list. What do you think if you're a Wood Elf player? If you've played against Wood Elves, is there anything particularly nasty that happened to you? I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to have a battle tomorrow with this. I don't have enough models yet either. I have to proxy, buy and paint a buttload of stuff. But there we go. There's my army. So when I was at the tournament, the team tournament at the Lair a couple of weeks ago, I saw this guy's Raging Hero and God, I wanted it so bad. It was amazing and cool and just looks so good. So yeah, there we go. I got it. Nah! You thought I was being rude. I wasn't. No. I've got these guys. This is how they can look. I quite like with the artwork at the back. They are kind of green. So they're in process. These are going to act as some Treekin. And yeah, I'm painting. Don't judge. Don't judge. There is a little pumpkin. And that is courtesy of Nick Price, who sent me the brushes from Australia. Sent me these to have a practice on. And yeah, I think they look really cool. I've combined 4 bases here as well. If you remember the eagle base that I did, it's from Fantascape, and they are 4 little log bases combined with green stuff. So when they're done, hopefully they should look amazing, especially with this little pumpkin man. So there are my 3 extra Treekin, and I'm going to see if I prefer them. These are metal as well, but they are really lovely models. And I have been, if you've been checking Facebook or Twitter, painting up some Dryads. There we go. There's one. This is General Trevis, fixing him up. I have highlighted him on the face with some yellow, with some snot green, and I think it really helps bring him to look quite realistically alive, as trees do. They're all alive, we know that. There's this guy, I've done the same with him. I wanted his face to stand out in the expressions. They're not all complete yet, but I've had a bit of a mare with this guy. This guy, he's purple. I'm going to have a whole unit of green, whole unit of purple, brown, red, and white ones like birch trees. This guy, I was asking on Twitter what colour to highlight him as, and I think I've got a plan, but purple, you know, with green you can go, I first did like a Denab grey, Denab stone, highlight on the face and went over with the snot green very lightly and then a yellow to make it look very striking, very vibrant. But I can't think of a way to do that with purple, so I had a chat with Ichiban Painting, who has a YouTube channel as well. He's a professional painter and a commission painter, and yeah, he was giving me some good tips. I'm hoping to do a little video series with him and some other painters in the future to, you know, where I lack any professional knowledge, you know, hoping to do a bit of a teaching session where I paint along with what he's telling me to do, and you know, I can ask questions, and any questions that you have direct to him where he has a lot more knowledge than I do. So if you have any questions that you would like a professional painter to answer, feel free to leave some comments down below and I will direct them to him. I'll do a little interview first with him, and then yeah, then I'll do this kind of instructional video where I am the learner and he is my teacher, so it should be good. Yes, I've done Chaos of the Warp, where I announced my 40k army. I'll be doing that on Friday. That podcast will be released on Friday as well, and first 40k, Joey 40k, is out then. It'll be interesting. I hope you like what I've chosen. Yeah, it'll be good. That's not the only 40k army I'm going to do. I have yet to figure out what that's going to be, and yeah, hopefully going to be a different kind of style, and really have fun with stuff like themes. And you know, everyone in 40k is pretty much going to be relearning 6th edition. There's changes, some that I know of, and I'm just going to talk about that briefly. Similarities between that and fantasy, what I think of it, and yeah, basically learn the structure of the game and learn together, much like this is. So, if you have any thoughts, any questions, any criticisms, advice, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll put links to Raging Heroes, Ichiban Painting, Chaos of the Warp, which is the podcast. And yes, I thought this episode would be a little bit more reminiscent to the old Warhammer Joey, where I'm pretty much discussing with you where I'm at, what I'm planning to do, and how I've evolved. You know, my last list video that I did was like video number 4, and I used that, and you know, it's very average. I didn't know too much, and I think this time I found that I'm a bit more of a fluff player rather than competitive. I know obviously Wood Elves has a great advantage with bows, but I love the trees. I do. I'm all about the nature. And yeah, I'll see how it goes. If not, I'm very interested in the Sisters of Twilight. God, they're mean. If one doesn't die, if unless they're both killed together, they're just back full wounds. That must be awful. I think only. I've been trying to figure out what could kill them immediately, but yeah, they seem fun. But yes, if not, I'm going to have a look at that list. So yes, like if you like this, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you on Friday, maybe tomorrow, for a secret video. And you stream tomorrow as well. Post links to that. Goodbye.